Do you feel stuck in a chapter of your life that just doesn't reflect who you are anymore? Are you clinging to a version of you that feels outdated? If your answer is yes, the worst thing you can do is ignore these feelings. What you are actually feeling is a signal that you've outgrown who you thought you were supposed to be, and your higher best self is calling out to you. Listen, all of us get to a crossroads in life where we are invited to become who we truly desire to be. And this invitation should not be ignored or declined, because it is the only way you will experience true fulfillment. And I'm sure you know that true fulfillment is not found in things that we acquire. It is not even found in experiencing the most satisfying and romantic relationships. True fulfillment can only be experienced when we answer the call and give ourselves permission to pivot, change, evolve, and emerge as the women our divine essence calls us to be. And in this video, I'm going to help you embrace this pivot, understand the brave steps you'll need to take to get there, and what obstacles you'll need to watch out for so you don't turn back. But first, I'm Vanetta, and welcome to My Sister, My Seed, a nonprofit on a mission to inspire women to lean into our divine feminine essence and attract and create a life we love. Listen, divine feminine energy is powerful. It is the secret to receiving the desires of your heart, to healing the deep wounds of your soul and spirit, to attracting the love and abundance that you deserve, and creating the life that you desire. And women have the power to do all of this when we embody our divine feminine essence. So if you are looking for a community where you can learn to tap into your feminine power and grow personally, spiritually, and professionally, if you want a community that addresses issues of self-love and relationships, inner work and healing, and how to find and fulfill your purpose, or if you simply want your soul to glow and radiate from within because you are fully in touch with who you are at your core, you found the right channel. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and let's stay connected. Now, let's jump into how to pivot into the highest, best version of yourself. And how you do this is first by being honest and courageous enough to say to yourself, the life I created isn't working for me anymore. Listen, being honest with yourself is the prerequisite to becoming the best version of yourself. You have to be able to admit to yourself that you don't like where you are in life right now in order for you to change your life, because you cannot change what you don't own up to. Now, this courageous honesty is not only a necessity for change, but it is also so freeing that remaining who you are becomes uncomfortable and even undesirable, to the point you just want more for yourself and you desire to be more of your full self. Now, after you get to this place where you are honest with yourself, there are also steps you must take and things you actually need to do to pivot to your highest best self. And the first and most important thing you must do is decide that you get to live a life that is true to you, even if everyone around you thinks you're crazy or wrong or completely out of your mind. Listen, not everyone will agree with your pivot. And this is why you must give yourself permission to just do it. Listen, you and you alone have sole, autonomous decision-making power in your life. And giving others a say or giving others the power to influence who you become should be a non-starter. And this is especially true for women when it comes to faith, family, and culture. Listen, too often we allow faith, family, and culture to influence who and what we should be, especially faith. And this is because we get stuck believing what we learned during our spiritual formation, even though it doesn't serve us anymore or feel right for us. See, the hardest thing to break is a belief that was given to us. But what we must remember is God lives in us too. And we have to learn to trust the voice of God inside of us before we trust the voice of God coming from others. So again, you must decide, and only you can decide who you get to be. Now, after you decide that you get to evolve, change, and pivot, you must be open to uncertainty and be willing to take risks. Listen, the journey to becoming your highest self will challenge you in ways that are new and outside of what you're used to. And so this pivot is not an easy shift to make, but trust in the end, it is so worth it because it will require you to bet on yourself and take risks and do things that stretch you. And when you do this, you will love who you are. You will see that you really do have the power to change your life. And this is where all the magic happens, because once you take risks, new opportunities that you weren't able to see open up to you. And this is the reward that you get for putting yourself out there, believing that more and better is possible for your life. Now, another thing that you must absolutely do, especially if you want the pivot that you make to be permanent, is to retrain your brain. Listen, your subconscious brain is so used to the old you that as you embrace the new, it will continue to send you signs that you're on the wrong path. You may begin to think that you made a wrong choice or a bad decision, but don't believe your brain. Retrain it. Listen, your brain does this because your brain is constantly trying to protect you and keep you safe. But safety to your brain and to your mind means doing the same thing over and over and over. So you have to reprogram your subconscious mind to accept your new reality as normal and safe. And I find that the most effective way to do this is through meditation. Listen, I can't say how much meditation has changed my life and so quickly. Nothing, not even prayer, has given me the results meditation has. And I know this rubs some of you the wrong way, but prayer is you telling God what you want. Meditation is where your mind is clear enough to hear answers. Listen, scripture also tells us that our minds need to be renewed, which is how we are transformed. We are transformed through the renewing of our minds. And so transforming your thoughts about who you are and who you desire to be are the beginning steps to actually changing and transforming into your highest best self. Now, let me just say, when you decide to pivot, you will encounter obstacles that will try to convince you to turn back. For example, you will receive resistance and pushback from those who are comfortable with you being and remaining exactly who you are. Listen, it is sad but true that the more comfortable you are evolving into who you desire to be, the more uncomfortable you make people who are comfortable staying the exact same. And your desire to become more exposes their comfort with less. And so you have to be mindful of this because these people can be very close to you. They can be well-meaning family members and close friends who just aren't aware of the limitations that they've placed on their own lives. So the resistance and the pushback that you get from others can be an obstacle. But the greatest obstacle you will face as you pivot will not be external. It will be internal. It will be your self-doubt and negative self-talk, which is why retraining your brain through meditation is so key. Listen, we all have moments of self-doubt. And when we do, we can speak against what we are trying to achieve in life. And words have power. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So as you pivot, be mindful of the thoughts that you think and the conversations that you have with yourself. Don't talk yourself out of the life that you really desire. So I want you to remember that evolving into the best and highest version of yourself is the greatest gift that you can give yourself and to this world. And this evolution is not just about changing directions. It's about stepping into your power and living your truth. It's about thriving in your own life. So give yourself permission to pivot, to change, to let go, to evolve, and to emerge as the woman that feels right and true for you. This is the only way you will experience joy, peace, and true fulfillment. Now, I hope this video was helpful. I would love to hear if it resonated with you, so please leave me a comment below and share your thoughts. Also, let me know if you've already made a pivot in your life, what that looks like for you and how it's going. The comments can really encourage and inspire another sister who may be on your same journey. I also have another video that might be of interest to you called How to Become Your Dream Woman. I would love for you to check it out and share your thoughts and comments about that as well. Now, do me one last favor. Hit the subscribe button and share this video with another woman who you believe will benefit from it and benefit from this channel as a whole. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.